Hey guys, it's Destiny from the Roy Youth Club. I just wanted to tell you I miss you guys so much and I hope you're staying safe and having a fun time. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do an A through Z scavenger hunt. But first I want to go over a few quick rules before we get into it. So the first rule is to have permission before going on the hunt. This is really important because we want to make sure you're staying safe and people know where you're at. And then the second rule is to stay safe. So don't go looking into things you shouldn't be. And then last is to have fun. This is supposed to be really fun for you guys and I hope you enjoy it. So really quickly before we start our hunt, we need a few quick supplies. Something to write with and something to write on. So I have a pen and paper. If you don't have these things, that's okay. You just have to keep track of what you find in your head. The first step of our hunt is to label our paper A through Z. Make sure you leave enough space so that you can write or draw what you find on your paper. This is really important so you can keep track of everything that you have. And then our second step is to start looking. So the first room I'm going to be looking in is the arts and crafts room here at the Roy Youth Club. So the first thing that I found is a piece of artwork for A. So I'm gonna write that down. Like I said, you don't have to write the words. If you'd rather draw, that's okay too. Next, I found a game. So I'm gonna put G, game. You don't have to go in order. You can write down what you find in the order you find them. It doesn't have to necessarily be A through Z, but you can do it that way if you want to. So now I have A, G, let's see what else I can find in here. B for balloon. I found a marker, so M. And then this is someone's walkie-talkie, but it looks like there's some yarn on it. So I'm gonna do yarn for Y, because Y is sometimes a harder one for us to find. So that's about it in this room. We're gonna go to a different room to find other stuff as well. Alright, Jardim, now I need to go and learn. You're trying to learn that dance? I'm glad you left the room, Jardim. I was scared.
Yeah.
So we found 5 objects in the arts and crafts room, and now I'm in the office at the Roy Youth Club, and we're going to be finding a few more objects. So let's look around and see what we can find. You don't necessarily have to find the same objects as I do. Just be creative and use your imagination and try to find all the letters of the alphabet. So when I'm looking around, the first thing that catches my eye is this jacket. So I'm gonna put jacket for J. And then I found a quarter on this desk. So I'm gonna put quarter for Q. Q is kind of a hard one, so if you can't find Q, that's okay too. Just use your imagination. Let's see. Oh, there's a notebook, so I'm gonna put notebook for N. And then, oh, here's a piece of mail or an envelope, so we can do envelope for E. And what else do we have in here? Oh, here's some lotion. So we could put lotion for L. And if you think some of these things are too easy, I encourage you to try and challenge yourself. Maybe try and find harder objects for each of the letters. Okay guys, for the next room, I came into our kitchen here at Club, and I that we can use. So for R, I found rice-a-roni. You don't have to find rice-a-roni in your house. You could find something else, maybe ramen or normal rice, but I thought rice-a-roni was pretty good. Next, I found some olive oil. Olive oil is a really common cooking ingredient, so you guys probably have it in your kitchens too. If not, that's okay. You can find something else that starts with O as well. And then I found salt and pepper in the kitchen. So salt will be for S and pepper will be for P. And most kitchens have that as well. But you can find something else that's creative or fun. I also found a fork. This is a plastic fork. You guys probably have metal forks, but I thought fork was really good for F. If you want, you could use fridge or something else, but fork works too. And then I had to be creative with this one. I wanted to do towel for T, but we don't have towels here at the club. So you can do towel for T, but I did a dish towel. So I'm still using this for T, but it's a dish towel, so it's smaller. Like I said, sometimes you have to be creative in finding some of the letters of the alphabet because some of them are a little bit more challenging, but that's what makes it fun. Okay, lastly, I found ice. So I just have a cup of it, but if you don't have ice, that's fine. You can find whatever you have. I thought I was kind of a hard letter of the alphabet to find. So it took me a lot of thinking and I realized, oh, we have an ice machine here at the club. And I found some ice cubes from it and just put them in a little cup. You could do ice cream for I too if you have ice cream at home. We don't have ice cream here, sadly. So that's why I did ice cubes. So those are all of the items I found from the kitchen today. We found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items in the kitchen. So if you're trying to complete your hunt and you're a little bit stuck on some of the letters, maybe go to the kitchen because there's a lot of different things you can find in there. Okay guys. For our last room that we're gonna be in the games room. And there's a lot of stuff to find in the games room. I know you guys probably don't have games rooms at home, but you can look in different areas of your house or your bedroom or outside to find similar items or items that start with these letters. So first, I wanted to show you that I found a bunch of cleaning supplies. So I'm gonna do cleaning supplies for C. I think it's super important that we remember to wash our hands and be clean in our areas. We clean the Roy Club every single day, and that's so we don't spread germs, and you guys should be doing the same. If you don't have cleaning supplies at home or your parents don't want you to be touching them or looking at them, then you can find something else for C. There's plenty of things that start with C. For example, if you were looking outside, you could find a car for C, or if you have cookies at home, you can use cookies for C. So another type of cleaning supply that I found was hand sanitizer. So I'm gonna do hand sanitizer for H. Hand sanitizer is super important too. You should always wash your hands, but if you don't have access to soap and water to wash your hands, then you can use hand sanitizer. So I put hand sanitizer for H. And then another common cleaning item that you guys might have is a vacuum. So this is one of our vacuums here at Club. You don't have to get it out. But if you can find a vacuum, that's a really, really good word to put for V. Because V is one of those that is a little bit more difficult to find words. So if you have a vacuum, you can put vacuum for V. If you don't, be creative and try to find something else that starts with V. You could use van, vampire teeth, something interesting. So, next, since it's raining outside, that's why we cannot be outside in this video, I thought it would be fun to use umbrella for you. Umbrella is a very common word that starts with U, and U is another one of those U is another one of those letters that is a little bit more difficult to find. So if you have an umbrella, you can put that. But as always, be creative and try to find something else. If not, and then for X, I really thought hard about what I could find in the club or what you guys could find in your houses, and I couldn't really think of anything. You can make things that form the shape of an X, like an X made out of sticks or markers, or you can draw an X on paper. But I thought an exit sign would be a good example of X. It doesn't start with X, but it uses X in its word and spelling, and you can hear it. So I thought exit sign was a creative way to check off X on our list. And then lastly, for W, I thought we could find a window. So there are tons of windows in the club, as you've probably seen, and you guys probably have windows at home or where you're at, so you can do window for W. And if not, you can find something else. That's totally up to you. But I thought window was a great example for W. So we have one more letter left, and it is kind of a hard one. It's Z. So in just a few seconds, I'm gonna take you to where I found Z and give you some hints about maybe where you could find Z in your house or outside in your neighborhood.
And go.
For the last letter of Z, I found a 0 on the 10 that's on the clock. So you can use a 0 for Z, and that's it.